first act is labeled as the Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom arriving in Earth 616. Now, it doesn't go on to specify whether or not they arrive together, but if you point to some very early plot leaks from last year, it said that Doctor Doom was already aligned with the Fantastic Four, actually arrived with them, was upon their ship, and part of what was going on with the group to get ready for the incursions, manipulating them the whole time, not knowing that he was really behind it all and had ulterior motives of getting to the center of the multiverse where Loki is to take his seat upon the throne. Also, this is probably the time to mention the AI trailer that's been going around in the last 24 hours that supposedly shows Doom standing next to Ben Grimm in the most recent teaser trailer we just saw. That is AI, that is fake. However, we did just see the Fantastic Four arriving in Earth 616, and as some people have pointed out, the framing on the characters certainly makes it look like characters were removed from the teaser trailer. As I said, to me, the X-Men trailer looks like the one where most has been removed, especially in the mansion and after the battle. Still, going into Act 2, it's labeled as the Avengers and the Fantastic Four against the X-Men. So this is clearly saying that in the second act of the film, the Fantastic Four and the Avengers will be headed to the X-Men universe. They'll be facing off against the X-Men and fighting each other instead of aligning against Doctor Doom. And you have to wonder how much of that comes into play with what we saw in the last X-Men teaser, because they clearly lost a lot. We're not sure whom, we're not sure exactly what, but the Sentinels are clearly winning when we see Cyclops in the middle of an emotional breakdown. And as we've said recently, if Chris Claremont was right about his leaks for new X-Men characters joining the already announced cast, Famke Janssen's Phoenix is going to be among them. Still, this is promising the Avengers and Fantastic Four facing off against the X-Men in the Avengers vs. X-Men moment that we've heard has been coming from industry insiders for the better part of 2 or 3 years. Marvel Studios isn't going to miss this opportunity to do this, and I can't wait for some of the classic matchups and to see who they weigh in on has the upper hand when they all face off. The third act is said to be the TVA battle. Now, this is interesting because we've been calling this for the whole time. Again, spoiler warning here, but Thor's stunt double posted an official scene where he's at the